It's my life. Lazy, 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 lazy. It's my life. I got dirty, 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 dirty. It's my life.
Hey besties, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to all my returning viewers. You guys are the realest. You guys are just the absolute best. Like, there's absolutely nothing. There's nothing I would do without you guys. Thank you so much to everyone who has clicked on my video for one reason or the other and saw it through, like watched it to the very end. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And to my first time viewers, thank you so much for, joining this family. There's space clearly, so please feel free to, excuse me. So feel free to come on in to join us. There's space in the family. We're more than happy to have you. To those of you who do not know me, my name is Nancy and I am a Nigerian YouTuber living and filming in Abuja, Nigeria. This gets good. It gets better every time I say it. Well, okay. So welcome to another episode of Rambling. I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, to be honest, but it's just me pouring out my thoughts once again. So something happened this week and I'm like, where does it end? I mean, where does life stop testing us, right? So for those of you who do not know I'm a podcaster. You might not really understand where I'm coming from, but okay, just to give you a little bit of context, I'm a podcaster, okay, and I release episodes every week and all of those good stuff. So yes, I have an audience on there. Just in case you want to check it out, I'll put a link to some of my work in the description box. Feel free to check them out if that's your thing. Okay. Yes, so I got an email. One of my listeners, shared an email with me, and she was tired of life, thinking of how to end it all and all of those good stuff. Oh, bad stuff actually. And she just wanted to talk to somebody. So she sent me an email. And I read it. I couldn't help but, shed a tear, right? Because it just has me asking. I've been asking for almost 2 weeks now. It's like every conversation I have asked everybody that I've had those conversations with, where does this stop? Like, why don't good people meet good people and then bad people meet bad people? Why does the universe keep crossbreeding us? Like, why really? Like, to what end? To what end? So here's my take and my humble submission. If I'm a good person, let me meet only good people. If you're a bad person, then let the universe give you bad people, because let me reference the Bible a bit, right? It says, can two people work together except they be agreed, right? So if you're a bad person, meet a bad person that you agree with so that you people can flow. Then meet the good one. Let me meet a good person that I can flow with, right? It's just really painful, and it's also sad because this is the week where it came out in the news that a woman jumped into Third Mainland Bridge just because she was having. I'm not trying to downplay whatever happened to her, but because we don't have the full story, but what was on the papers was that she was having an argument with her partner, her fiance, right? Yeah. So, and only God knows what must have happened, and then she thought it wise to jump in. When I tell people suicide is hard, I don't think we understand how hard suicide is, right? Do you know what it means? I don't know about this particular case, right? But let me reference, people that I know that had committed suicide or attempted it, right? Suicide is actually very hard. Like, it's very hard. You just wake up and say, today, oh, it is finished. I just want to go and maybe perhaps hang myself or write a note, or it's hard. It's, in fact, I don't know how how people can hurt a person to the point where they think of taking their lives. And then there are two categories to this, right? The people who inflict the pain and the hurt, then the people who are bearing it, who cannot take it and decide to kill themselves. I mean, all of you are strong, but I just want to ask, maybe there's something I'm missing. Is there something you see and you just know that this person is a bad person and it's bad for me, and then I still ignore? I mean, if I see all of those and ignore, then it's on me, right? Because see, this video is all over the place, but just get me. My point is, why can't good people meet good people? Okay, personally, I have lived through some shit, and each time it's now a joke, right? I just tell people that are close to me, like, Omo, I don't see premium shaggy for this life. Or like, I don't see premium shaggy. Now it's not like a word between my friends and I. It's like, premium shaggy, premium shaggy, premium shaggy. Like, once you want to describe something that really pained you or something, you just, use the word. We joke about it, right? But that's just the honest truth. And I don't think there's one person on earth who will say Nancy did this to the person. Okay, I mean, nobody is perfect, so you guys should not get me wrong. I'm not saying anybody is or anybody should even aspire to be perfect. That's not what this video or this rant is about. It's just the fact that, where's our conscience? Like, where's our conscience actually? I will share the email I got from one of my listeners, and she was just going on about, and it's always man, hey man, they will stay in your whites. But moving on, she was just complaining. I mean, she was with her boyfriend or partner or whatever. They had planned to get married and all of those good stuff. She couldn't even see he was cheating because, I mean, she had his itinerary. She had his timetable, basically. She knew where he was at every point in time. However, what she did not know was that when he was at that place, because truly he was, and if she had checked, he actually was that he was there with her best girl. And I'm like, I don't understand how people used to choose friends, but okay, people are just people. So he was having an affair with her best friend. Apparently, I think a few years ago, the girl got pregnant, kept the baby and all of those. I think 2 years following, or I don't know how many years, I don't remember again. I think 2 years, yeah, I'm correct. Following, she had another child. So now she has two, what's it called? She has 2 kids. And, she, of course, the best friend had told her somebody else was responsible for the child. Now, what she didn't know was this best friend from hell had, paid the person who she said is the father. And see, the story is even twisted. But long and short of the story is that, she had, her best friend was sleeping with her man and had 2 kids for him. 2 kids that she was the godmother to. See, when I say people are wicked, look, I know the Bible said the heart of man is desperately wicked, filled with evil and deceit, that no man can comprehend it. I get that. But how do you let the devil use you so much so that you're sleeping with my man? I didn't know about it. Okay, no problem. Maybe there's spectacle, in my eyes. Adama, I have eye problem, so I'm not really seeing, right? Then you give birth for him, and then you make me their godmother, and I'm dating this man who supposedly says, I'm not ready to get married. Of course I'm ready to get married, but he is not ready. And because I love him, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait. And we're talking about over 7 years. She had aborted for him because, according to him, he wasn't ready to have kids. He didn't want to have kids, literally. And she was like, she wanted kids. She was doing prayer and fasting for God to touch his heart, for him to have children with her. And I'm like, people, they date rubbish. That's one. But that's not the moral of the story. Long and short, she found out and she's asking what's her essence in life. She just wanted to commit suicide, and she reached out to me. See, I heard it. I was forced to call her, right? And heard like the full story. And it sounds like a movie, to be honest. It sounds like one of those mago mixture stories that Nigerian people used to just, things that can never happen. Yeah, that's how it sounds. And I'm like, are these real people? And then she's showing me the picture of the children and all of those. And then she finds out that, okay, the best friend went ahead, went so far as to, pay somebody else. Like on a monthly basis, she was paying this supposed father. Just I don't know. I don't know. So when I say why don't good people meet good people, it's not necessarily for relationship, right? Like even for daily friendship. I mean, I can imagine I have two best girls, right? And not in my wildest imagination, they cannot even do it safe. So let me not use them as an example. But I'm just imagining if I was the one in her position, would I even reach out to anybody? I know suicide will not be my option, shall, because for me, because I'm a Christian and I believe what the Bible says about hell and that your life not belonging to you and all of those good stuff. If you don't believe in it, please, that's absolutely fine, right? But I'm just saying me, Nancy Chimizi, I might not necessarily think of suicide, or I might think of it but not carry it out, obviously, because I mean we've done all of those, right? Think about it. Oh, what if I die now? They will really miss me, we've done all of those, right? But carrying it out is a different thing. So yes, I get that. But see, let's just pray that I told her something. I said you can't control how people treat you. You can only treat them because we all have different upbringing and backgrounds. So I think it's even unfair to expect a person to act in the same way you would, right? But whilst I agree it's unfair, I feel you, I hear you, it's unfair, but where has our conscience gone to? Like, do people still have conscience? Because if you had conscience, you not go do person picking this thing. And she's like, she doesn't know. She will go and swear for him. I saw those ones, guy. Vengeance is of the Lord. It's not what anybody wants to hear. But see, for the first few hours we're talking, I just couldn't say anything to her. And this is a best girl supposedly you've known your entire life because you were childhood friends. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Just somebody should please help me make it make sense. Because for me, it would never. I've thought about a million and one things to say to her. I just told her, look, I'm not a professional, so I strongly suggest you go for therapy, because these are madnesses to start. You just stand off clothes when you remember the betrayal. I mean, I'm saying this on a very light note, but the message is still the message. If you're a bad person, if you know in the inner, in the down of your belly, if you know, you are well aware, you are self-aware, you are everything aware that you're a bad person, please don't ruin good people. Look for your fellow bad person so that it becomes a competition of who can, hurt who most. I mean, that's like a worthy challenge, right? Don't break good people. Just don't do it. Don't break good people. I mean, what you stand to gain? Is that like some trophy or a badge of honor that says, oh, I broke a good person? Because if there is, then it just might make sense, right? But if there isn't, to what end? To what end? I always tell everybody, before you do something, ask yourself, to what end? What am I doing this for? So please, if you're a bad person, I'm begging you, I'm begging you, please look for your fellow bad person. Let you people agree and do yourself shaggy. Just leave good people alone. because you're doing more damage than good. And that's why there are just a lot of people that just roaming the surface of the earth. They just want to hurt others, you know. Only a wounded person wants to hurt other, would want to inflict pain or wound people, right? I know, but those of you that nobody wounded, I just want to wound somebody, please, please, people should have the fear of God, have conscience. So that's that about that, Sha. I'm just, I just wish and pray that if the heavens can, they should just do a little bit of a restructure. They should just, I mean, God knows our going out and coming in, right? He orders our steps, literally. But I just wish he would try and arrange it in such a way that good people will not be meeting bad people. Thank you, Jesus. So yes, that's my little ramble for today. I just really wanted to come on here and, just share this and beg bad people to leave good people alone. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your comments. Let me know what you think about this my ramble series, because I don't think I'm going to be stopping any moment, but let me be sure it's something you want to see as well. So please leave a comment for me in the comment section, and please do not forget to share, like, subscribe. Did I say it well? Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Let's grow the community. Let's grow the tribe. I mean, let's grow. We're already getting there, but yeah. And please do not forget to turn on your bell notification icon. Is that button just beside the subscribe button that lets you know whenever I post out a new video. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and please do have a lovely day. All right, bye guys. Mwah.